my hair, Hey! So, my prom was very lackluster, to me at least, and I really didn't enjoy myself. So today, I'm going to give you some tips and essentials on how to enjoy your prom, and I'll probably throw in my prom story at the end of the video. Plan. Now, I know it's a little late to be telling you this, but make sure your plan is tight and together. Meaning, make sure you have an after party or what you're doing after set up before you go to prom. Make sure you guys all decide on what time you're leaving prom and what time you're getting to the after party. Transportation. Do not leave your transportation to the last minute. Always have a plan B for where you're gonna get ready. Make sure if you can't get ready at your house for some reason, there's somebody else's house that you can go to and get ready at. Have your, as my mom would call it, vex money. So, in case you get pissed off with the people that you're going with, make sure you have enough money to get from where you are at that point to home or where you're staying at with a taxi. Because you never know what's gonna happen. You never know who's gonna kiss your date. You really never know what's gonna go down. So make sure you have like $50 in like 5s and 10s in your bra so that worst comes to worst, they're pissing you off, you could bounce. Take before and after pictures. Now, I do not promote underage drinking, but chances are you're gonna get wasted on your prom, and you should totally take a comparison picture so that you can see how bad you got by the end of prom. Carry pins. Make sure you have the lipstick you're wearing in your purse. Oil blotting wipes. And the super most important thing, if I forget to tell you anything else, make sure you have your phone charger, and make sure you write down everybody's number that you're gonna be with on a piece of paper and put it in your clutch, because your cell phone is more than likely gonna die, or you might end up in a place with no reception, and nobody seems to remember anybody's phone number these days. So make sure you have everybody's number you're gonna be with, your mom's number in case of emergency, or whoever your emergency caller person is in case of emergency, and put ice next to it so that people know if you were to pass out, that's who they should call. You might want to put your allergies on that paper, and you should also put a taxi number for that location. You might know a taxi number by heart, but it could be a taxi that's across town that isn't going to come through to where you are to pick you up. Now, my prom story. So prom, I should have known from time that my prom was gonna go horribly. My boo at the time was very far away and wouldn't be able to make it to my prom. So my mother took it upon herself to go ask the guy at the time, who was the hottest guy in church, to take me to prom. And when he never followed up and I went up to him and asked him, so yeah, you want to go to prom? He's like, well, I don't really know you like that. And I'm like, well, you know, maybe we could do something, you know, chill before. He's like, yeah, no. And I was crushed, but who cares? So from that point, I knew prom was gonna be horrible. So where I live is not where any of my friends live. I live on I live in West Bubba Bleep, okay? The bridge to get from my town to the city was closed. So I had to get dressed at, I'll just call her my godmother. I had to get dressed at my godmom's house. There wasn't a problem with that. It was just, you know, everyone wants to get dressed in the comfort of their house. They don't want to feel like a burden. So yeah. My hair, the curls from the day before, because I was dealing with some really cheap weave. Speaking of really cheap, anyway, all the curls from the day before fell, and then I only had like a half-inch barrel, so when I was doing the curls, they all dropped. Then I had foundation, but I didn't have any thingies, so that went horrible. The car that we were supposed to get didn't come through. We still ended up riding in a really nice car, but I was already miserable because my hair wasn't done right the way I wanted it, and then I just felt blah, and then it started, like, it was pouring the day of my prom. So we're in the car, we got lost. We finally get there and it wasn't too late, it was cool, and we get to prom, and prom was just really boring. But see, there's this house, I'm not gonna name the location, but basically it was a mansion, and we planned, like, the son of the person who owned the mansion was like, y'all can, you know, have your prom after party in the house because we're not here right now, you know, like we're out of the country and whatever, so y'all can stay there, it's no problem. We get there and the person with the key is nowhere to be found. So there's a bunch of us, we had a bunch of Brazilian exchange students, and they're all there being annoying, and we can't get in, and it's cold. So one of the other kids breaks in. Technically he's not breaking in because we were allowed to be there, but they break in and we finally get inside. He fixes all the like electronics so we get the lights running. There's no running water, and you know what I decided to wear? I was wearing a jumpsuit, so if I needed to pee I'd have to take off the top and the bottom, and I really needed to pee because it was freezing, so I ended up peeing in the toilet with no running water. Another thing, I was with one of my girls and my other two girls decided to go to a bar first and then come through, and like they were nowhere to be found. No one was answering their phones, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I didn't want to be there. Then my girl Nisa, yes, Nisa, I had a Mickey of Jack, and I didn't even drink it, like, cause I'm not a party person, but I'm like, well, you know, it's prom, maybe no, didn't even drink it. It stayed in my house for like a year after that, and I ended up giving it to someone. So yeah, the Brazilians were taking over, practically having sex, and when I mean this house is huge, and like they're basically having sex with each other downstairs, and they started blasting techno while we wanted to blast some hip hop. But anyway, so I went and I walked to check what time the bus was coming, but it was mad late already, and the next bus would be at like 4:30 a.m. and it was like maybe 1 something at this point. So when I'm walking back, I see the girl that, like my main girl who basically planned it all, she's hopping in a car with these people, and I'm like, yo, you cannot leave me here, I need to go, I need to bounce. And so we were like one on top of each other in the van when they finally decided it was okay to let me in. And I was so like frustrated already that I just went and slept at my grandma's house. So that was basically my prom. Prom is really overrated. I spent way too much money on prom. So I want you to enjoy your prom. If your prom already passed, sorry, because I know in the States your proms are in May, but if you're not, if you're in Montreal, your prom is probably in June. So yeah, enjoy your prom, have fun. Don't even focus on the negative